cemetery, guarded by the Wamblioyate, the Eagle Nations. Now the Eagle Nations talk about cemeteries, and this was a time, this was just a memory of when man split from creation, and man said that I am better than creation, I am better than God. It's just sort of like what that means. That's why the Spirit told us. And it's just a remembrance that we need to get back in line with Creator and creation. Now how you do that is you connect this here to this, to your heart. Because this is where that Spirit, that's where his responsibility is. And he could only do that when you ask to connect your mind to your heart. So that you have the sacredness of the heart and mind, so that it becomes one. You need to connect that through this law. And the eagle also helps to helps with that that way of material walk into the spiritual way. Because when you start walking your spiritual walk, what happens is people might start thinking you're a little bit off, you're a little bit loony a little bit, okay? And they might put you away because you're getting in tune. A lot of our medicine men ended up in state hospitals because people didn't believe that they talked to animals and they talked to rocks and clouds and things like this. One was my uncle, his name was Black Elk. He spent time because people didn't understand it. One was my nephew. You start hearing the birds talking to them. So they told people and they thought he was crazy. So we learned to ask the eagles to cushion the system now. Now it's okay. I think it became okay during when people start getting pet rocks, if you remember. Buy a pet rock. Here's my pet rock, and they start talking to rock. And then they start bringing plants into their homes and talking to their little plants, Now everything's all right, but before, our people used to get put in prison for doing things like that. 30 years in prison. Now, cemetery. Okay, when you take this here symbol, it's supposed to be round, but
Yeah, I'm
this
working
here,
on it.
okay, this here is the spiritual law of equality. All right, it needs to be real equal, but that's all right. Equality is guarded by the tree people. There's two trees, you could call them. Two trees is one that helps you to understand creation a little bit more and how and where we we are at in this tree of life. The tree nations have the highest vibration on Mother Earth. They have the Christ consciousness vibration. They're very unconditional. We used to think the dog was unconditional, man's best friend, but now they use them to kill people. The tree helps with everything. As you know, almost everything that we have, we rely on the tree for that. Name it, the tree is involved. All the money in your pocket, tree. Teepee, tree. Okay, your house, trees. Airplanes, trees. You need rubber. Your transportation, trees, rubber. So the tree nations are very unconditional. So they work with the way of equality. Work with the trees. They have very beautiful energy. When you study, go out into your campuses, sit under a tree. Sit under a tree. You're going to get some new ideas. That tree is going to open you up a little bit. Go hug a tree. Yeah. Don't be afraid to hug a tree and talk to that tree. They have a language that you got to listen to, learn, but you do that by opening your heart. Everybody speaks. Everything on Mother Earth speaks.
For more information on the next Star Knowledge Conference, call Alan at 818-661-7437 or go to starknowledgeconference.com.